Yesterday, Ron Washington announced that the team will ban cell phones from the clubhouse. They've done it this spring, and they're going to continue this in the regular season. What he means is that players, once they come into the clubhouse, are not allowed to use their cell phone or even be on their cell phone. We don't know yet whether or not there is going to be a bag like you find when you go to a comedy show where the comedian is trying out new material, doesn't want you to record it, and therefore you put your cell phone into a sealed bag and you can't touch it, and you get the DTs during the show because 8 out of 10 times you're bored out of your gourd. Unclear whether the players will have to do that. But what is clear is that Ron Washington is trying something that is so absurd that it is guaranteed to have exactly zero impact. Zero. Let me go back to all the years I spent in a clubhouse and all the frustrating moments I had with players on cell phones and the changes that I saw over the course of my career from no cell phones when I started and players hanging out in the food room together, drinking beer, hanging out after games, going out before games, hours and hours in a major league clubhouse we spend, tons of time to talk, hang out, gossip, talk about baseball, watch games that are on TV. And it had morphed into 25 guys, now 26, sitting on their stools or in their comfy chairs on their phones, posting, texting, tweeting, whatever it is that looking at Instagram, whatever it is they're doing. And it led to a clubhouse where there was very little interaction pregame. Postgame, everyone would come in, look at their phone, get dressed, and get out of there. So very little camaraderie. During the game, we had players come in to the clubhouse to check their cell phones, see how their posts were doing, their tweets, check on their friends, their family, whatever they were doing. We once tried to make a rule that the clubhouse was closed during the game, and we would monitor that because we didn't want players going in and using their phones. We wanted them to keep their head in the game. I thought that was reasonable. During the game, you shouldn't be on your cell phone. It didn't last. Why? Because I realized that I was completely out of touch with the way people are right now, and I'm now one of them. 50 minutes a day currently, I do a show for you at 8 a.m. Eastern on the Nothing Personal with David Samson YouTube channel. If you're not watching, please watch and hit subscribe. If you're listening, thank you. But the reality is that I do an entire show live, no teleprompter, no script, one guy in my ear. And guess what? I've got my phone. And I look at my phone during the course of a show to make sure that everything's okay. I'm not out there tweeting or posting or looking at photos or looking up things on the phone, but I'm definitely there in case of emergency. And I realized that that's what players should be allowed to do with their phones. Now, from a technology standpoint, phones are not allowed on the dugout. In the dugout, phones are not allowed on the bench. But to disallow phones in the clubhouse and to in any way think that it's going to correlate to more victories for the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles is obviously absurd and reeks of desperation. So, Ron Washington wanted us to know that it's not punishment. I just want some focus. Well, I'm sorry to say that at 72 years old, you're going to have to face the facts that people these days in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, our focus has absolutely disappeared. And you not allowing cell phones will not. 1 second. Nope. Sorry. What were we just talking about?